What is up, everybody? I'm about to do an analysis of this trailer, The Walking Dead Season 7 Comic-Con 2016 official trailer. Gonna do an analysis of it from what I can tell. I'm not the best at these, but I will do my best at trying to get this to sound logical, I guess. It's not gonna have any meaning to it, it's just saying and stating what we saw in the trailer. First thing we see is the memories, or at least what I interpret as the memories of past seasons from each individual character as Negan does the eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger by the toe, towards them. It shows their previous memories as if their life is flashing before their eyes, and it adds to the dramatic effect of one of these people will be murdered very soon, probably brutally. Now, I don't know if they will actually die from it, they might just get brutally beat, but there's a high chance that one of them more than likely will end up dead from it, just due to thinking about it. It's barbed wire on a baseball bat. I mean, you can see it clearly here. If you get hit by that in a world where there's more than likely not very many things to clean out the wound, you have multiple different things. It's a bloody bat already, for that matter, too, so there's tons of illnesses that could come along, and there's the possibility is if someone does die from an infection, they would come back as a walker. Maybe that will be like back when they were in the prison. I can't remember his name, but he died, became a walker, and started attacking people in their sleep. That would be an interesting thing to see, but I doubt that will happen. That's just one of my own theories. I doubt that will happen, but yeah. Then you see people going down the road on horses, which I think is a nice little touch, is the horses. You don't see horses too much, at least if I remember correctly, you don't see them too much nowadays. Him walking around, but that's not really the thing. There it is, the bloodied bat. Now, this clearly shows there's flesh, blood, and it's very fresh all over the bat. Now, this right here is pretty interesting because he definitely goes through with it and definitely does beat someone down pretty badly considering how bloodied that bat is. Which, this is why I said earlier, there's a good possibility that someone will die due to the injuries caused by that bat. And then that's where the theory of maybe they'll die from the infection of it and come back as a zombie and possibly infect more people and all that good stuff. Now we move on to this scene right here. This scene I found interesting because there's an obvious hierarchy. Everyone's kneeling down to him as if he's their king or something similar to that. It's interesting to me just because of that. There's also a folder on the ground, not sure what that is. Probably just cataloging the vegetables and all that stuff, what they've grown so far. Moving on from that, he's pouring himself some lemonade. I'm really curious where they got the lemonade from. That was just a random note there, but I'm really curious where they got the lemonade from. Anyway, then you get to this scene. You see the car get hit, and it starts twirling around, flipping backwards. And then the next scene you see out of that is right here, Walker up against the glass. I don't know if it's the same vehicle. It's interesting, though, because maybe the person got pinned, there's walkers all over the place. Don't know. Then you just see everybody going to town, some of that classic action, you know, just breaking some zombie skulls, just cracking and slicing their heads off. This one actually was a pretty good one right here. This one was one of my favorite ones because she sliced through its like eye, it looked like. One of my favorite parts of that. Then we have the nice, I think it's a zombie. I think this is a zombie getting hit by the vehicle. My question is why is someone using a vehicle when vehicles are more than likely in very low supply unless they have a lot of vehicles? If they do, that's pretty interesting because I'm wondering where they got them from. Moving on from that, as you can see, nice little truck full of supplies. Moving on from that, this part I had curious because Carol was sitting there saying, I have no idea what's going on, but in the best of ways. It just has some interesting implications with her saying that, but I would like to hear your comments down below about that one, like what you think she means in this scene, because it looks like they're in a theater right now, and I'm curious what they would have happening in a theater. Why I say a theater is because you can see the seats. It looks very similar to a theater, like a movie theater if you come in, and it just has an interesting aspect to it. Moving on from that, this is Ezekiel, and he welcomes you to the kingdom, which is this area. And you can see a few different people. I'm pretty sure this is Carol down here in the wheelchair. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Zooming in sadly wouldn't really do me any good because I wouldn't be able to see the face. It would still stay pixelated. I'm not sure though, but it is interesting to see that. I don't know who's pushing her though, if that is Carol. Again, we're not sure. We move on to this scene and you see a truck nailing a red car, just completely demolishing it. There is what possibly to be a person inside the vehicle there, not 100% sure. But then we move on to one of my favorite scenes right here. Ezekiel sitting here like a badass, just sitting here. He has a chain around a freaking tiger, man. Are you kidding me? Like, I was not expecting that. I just see this tiger out of nowhere, you know, freaking being a tiger and stuff, and that was really weird of me to say that, but it was freaking awesome. I really like to see this part because, for one, it just adds a new dynamic to it. Is like you have a big predator that's here that will eat your face off. Also, I'm still curious if the zombie virus could mutate to affect animals. I doubt it would happen, but it would still be a pretty interesting concept. Just because we've seen animals eating the flesh of the dead quite a lot, at least from what I've seen, like crows and stuff. But yeah, I just found that interesting. Then we have him laughing. Pretty sure that's before he hits anybody with the bat. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Then we move on. We have this scene here. I don't even know what's going on here. It's just probably showing some stuff that's happening. She's hiding. Move on. There's walkers coming out of sand or being buried. I'm not sure. It's still an interesting concept, though. It looks like they're coming out of the sand, though, as you can see from this one right here. Yeah, they are definitely coming out of the sand. Taking some sniping shots, you know, some pot shots at them, take them down. Yeah. As I said previously, it looks as if they were just coming out of the sand, coming up for a nice little bite. What I'm curious about is where did they come out from under the sand? Like, how did they get there? What's going on? They seem very decayed, for that matter. Like, if you look at the facial features, most of them look very decayed or emaciated. Not 100% sure, but it definitely does look like it. Then we see her, shotgun pointed down. At this scene, instead of shooting the person, whoever it is that's there, she actually uses the stock of the shotgun and whacks the person, and I'm assuming the face, because this is like a first-person view of it, I'm guessing. And then we see when it comes out, or I'm assuming when it comes out. And yeah, that's basically all I know from this trailer. And yeah, if you think I missed anything or anything like that, comment down below what you saw that I missed, and say your theory. What's going to happen? Comment your theories. What's going to happen in Season 7? I'm really curious. And then we will see what happens. Anyway, hope you have an amazing day. Peace out, everybody. See you in the next video. Deuces!